A very good evening, our dear listener. Reporting live from the Explorer Studios is Malaika Kayesu. And in our headlines, President Museveni criticizes mismanagement on PDM and the Emyooga funds. Lira District cow remanded. MTN donates 30 million Uganda shillings to the Anglican and Catholic Church. And South Sudan asks nationals to return home. Here's the news in details. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has ordered all persons who took Emyooga funds under false pretenses to pay back. The president said that the Director General of the Internal Security Organization, Colonel Charles Oluka, had briefed him on the mistakes of government officials in regards to the implementation of PDM and the Emyooga funds in the Greater Masaka area. The mistakes presented to the president by Colonel Oluka included officials extorting money from members of the PDM circles for tasks like photocopying documents, which the president had earlier cautioned about. State House Anti-Corruption Unit in liaison with CID have arraigned Mr. Ben Otim, the Chief Administrative Officer in Lira, before the Anti-Corruption Court on charges of abuse of office and corruption. He has been remanded until 18th May 2023. In abuse of his authority, the COW also refused to communicate contents of letters from the PS of the Ministry of Local Government, halting all district land board transactions on land falling within the jurisdiction of Lira City until government decides on how such land and other properties were to be shared. Parliament has approved the Traffic and Road Safety Amendment Bill 2023, which will, among others, provide for speed limit in the Act to ease the control of speed limit through the express penalty scheme. As passed, a person who fails to comply with a speed limit set under subsection 1 commits an offence and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 2 million Uganda shillings or imprisonment not exceeding 3 years, or both. Relatively, Parliament Speaker Right Honourable Anita Among has directed the Attorney General Chirowa Kiwanuka to introduce the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Control Bill 2023 on Thursday, 18th May 2023. The Speaker arrived at the decision following a back and forth discussion with Kiwanuka, who pleaded to let the government first introduce the bill based on their own interests. The Uganda Cancer Institute has acquired 5 new cancer treatment machines as a measure expected to tackle patient queues at the facility. The newly acquired equipment includes 4 radiotherapy machines and 1 single photon emission computed tomography SPECT scan with a CT scan. The SPECT scan is a type of nuclear medicine that tests and utilizes a radiotracer injected through the vein to produce diagnostic information. Each machine is capable of treating a patient within 15 to 18 minutes, allowing for a greater number of patients to receive treatment daily compared to the previous 12-hour time frame required for a single patient. Equity Bank Uganda has partnered with National Forest Authority to lead the tree planting campaign in schools. The distribution campaign started in Kampala Rubaga Division with the distribution of at least 2,000 fruit trees of the planned 1 million. This intends to restore a green cover in schools, providing for both shades and fruits in schools. Virginia Semakula, the manager, Environment and Climate Change at Equity Bank, said that they are on a journey to conserve the environment to help mitigate effects of climate change. The Catholic and Anglican churches have received 30 million Uganda shillings as a donation from NTN Uganda ahead of Martyrs' Day celebrations. The day is held to commemorate 23 Anglican martyrs and 22 Catholic martyrs who were killed. The telecom company donated 20 million Uganda shillings to the Jinja Catholic Diocese and 10 million Uganda shillings to the Church of Uganda to support their preparations for this year's Martyrs' Day celebrations. 3 suspected robbers have been identified by a witch doctor in a Park district today over a robbery in Mutunda village, Kakwoko Parish, Mutunda Sub-County, Kiliandongo district. According to local authorities, the robbery occurred on Friday night, 12th May, when suspected thieves, identified as David Isingoma, 23 years, and Francis Okera, 25 years, Moses Owin, 21, broke into a bar belonging to a 34-year-old Okelo Martin and stole a TV screen and drinks. Local authorities revealed that Okello hired Butalega, a well-known witch doctor from Apak district, who performed rituals and aided in identifying all the culprits. And in our last story, the South Sudan ambassador has asked its nationals who are living in Uganda to return home and invest in agriculture and industrialization since peace has returned to their country. Speaking at their 40th Liberation Anniversary celebration today, South Sudanese Ambassador, Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Simon Juach Deng further urged citizens of the neighboring countries to invest in South Sudan despite pretenses of what he described as some small armed groups that are causing economic sabotage by occasionally ambushing traders and robbing them of their merchandise. Thank you for listening to us here on Explorer Online Radio, the home of reliable and authentic news. Have a good evening.